Okay, I'm going to be making a replica of the Bodie Island Lighthouse for the train simulator. I already have most of the textures that I need to make this lighthouse, but I still need to work a little bit on some of them. Here's one of the main textures that I have. It's the black and white brick stripes for the lighthouse. Let's see, next I'm going to work on the lens. Okay, so actually first I need to copy this because I need a separate texture for the top of the lens. Okay, so I'm going to need like 4 of these. How am I going to do that? Actually, let's see what size this texture is going to end up being. Okay. 512 by something like that might work. Okay, so I need 4 of those, so let's see. So each one of these has to take up like a quarter of the texture. These are going to be the individual sides of the lens. It'll probably look a lot better on the final product. I'm still pretty much experimenting with this. Okay, so what size is this? 512 by 1024. That should be okay. It is a power of 2 after all. Alright, so that's going to be the lens. Oops, I don't know what I just did. Now I need a texture for the top of the lens. And this is actually the lens in the real lighthouse, by the way. Okay, 128. I'll make it 128 by 64. Okay, now for the lens at night. Well, technically, the lens I'm gonna use for the night animation is gonna have 2 separate meshes. It's gonna have a mesh of the lens being off and one of it being on, because at night it flashes on and off. So the night animation is actually gonna have 2 meshes. It's gonna be really complicated, and it'll probably take a lot of experimentation for me to get it working realistically. But for the time being, I'm gonna start working on the lens itself. Okay, hold on. First, let me resize it to a larger size. 512 by 512 perhaps. Okay, now I need to crop it. Just like the last one, I'm going to focus on the bottom of the lens first and then the top. Oops. Okay, so let's see, what do I need now? $95. Let's see, the closest after that is 128. Some of these textures are probably going to be rather small because I couldn't find any larger pictures of them. Alright, this texture is going to be the top of the lens at night. Yeah, this texture is going to be pretty small too. It's rather pixelated, but that's sort of okay for a night animation. Let's see. Let's see, what other textures do I need? Okay, this is going to be the base. First, let me make the picture a little bit bigger so it's easier to sample the size that I need. Alright, 512 by 256 perhaps? Okay. Okay, it's going to be octagonal, so I only need one side of the base. And the top part of the base as well. Alright, let's make this one 128 by 32. A rather small texture, but it'll probably look better on the final product. Okay, I also need a picture of the top of the base. This texture is probably going to be a lot smaller. Oh wait, I messed up. Let me start over. Okay, so I only need the base. Ah, did it wrong again. Hold on. There. Man, that's going to be small. 256 by 16. Okay, let's see. I think I have all the textures I need for the lighthouse. Now I need some textures for the oil house that's in front of the lighthouse. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. First, let's make the picture a little bit bigger. Okay, first I'm going to make a texture for the front of the building. Probably gonna need a separate one for the stairs. Okay, so this is gonna be the front left wall. Okay, now the front right of the house, the oil house. I might make the keeper's house as well, but that's gonna be a little bit difficult. I haven't really made that many houses for this game, and I'm still a bit inexperienced with that. Okay. Okay, so crop and then resize. Okay, now I need a texture for the entrance, as well as the stairs that lead to the entrance. Okay, let's see. This is going to be the texture for the stairs. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Oh wait, that's the wrong button. I meant to do this. Okay, now I have a texture for the stairs. I don't really know how well most of these textures are going to look on the final product. If some of them end up looking terrible, then I'll try making new ones from scratch. The black and white stripes were actually created from scratch. They're not photocopies from the actual lighthouse, because that was a little bit difficult to do, I found. This texture also includes the windows. Okay, let's see. Alright, I need another picture of the keeper's house. Should have one under downloads. Okay. Actually, first copy it first, because I'm going to need that for more textures. Okay, this texture is going to be for the front of the building. Actually, not that. Okay, it's going to have the entire doorway in it. Or as much of it as I can fit. Okay, let's see. If I'm gonna texture it like that, I'm gonna have to take new measurements. That's quite alright. Okay, now I need a texture for the roof and a texture for the chimneys. And I think that's it for this side of the house. The oil house, I mean. Okay, let's see. This texture can be used for the roof. It's probably gonna look really pixelated though. Okay, let's see. Okay, now I just need a texture for the roof. I mean the chimneys. Okay, this will be used for the texture for the chimneys. Actually, let me try this one. Yeah, that one's better. Okay. Now I need a texture. Let me zoom in so that it's easier to see what I'm working with. Okay, so texture for the side of the house. Okay, I think that's all the textures I need. Let me see. Well, I need one more texture for the section that connects the oil house to the lighthouse. And I can use half of the texture I used earlier for that. Okay, so I'll just use this. Since it looks the same, all I should need is half of this. Okay, let's see. I think I have all the textures I need in order to create this lighthouse. But first I need to do a few more measurements for the oil house, and I'll get back to you after that. So that's it for this live stream for now. I'll probably be doing another live stream later on after I finish the measurements that I'm going to need in order to create the oil house.